Ormoc Da Ai Village was performing the parade and the mayor expressed his gratitude to Tzu Chi. Volunteers from 18 countries gather in Banqiao to listen to Dharma Master Chen Yen's teachings. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. June 12th is the Independence Day for Philippines, so a huge parade was held in Ormoc, Philippines. A new band formed by the residents of the Tzu Chi Da-Ai Village was also there playing various songs. Tzu Chi volunteers were also there to pick up plastic bottles. The volunteers' love for the city touched the mayor deeply. Let's join the festival.
On June 12, 1898, the Philippines was free from the Spanish rule and became an independent country. To celebrate this special day, a huge parade is held in Ormoc, and a new band formed by the residents of Da Ai Village take part in the parade and play many songs.
I'm tired from performing in the parade, but it's worth it because we were promoting Tzu Chi and we were happy to see the audiences smile and dancing.
We're very happy to be in the 2019 Independence Day Parade. This is our first time to perform outside the Da Ai Village and many people watched us.
The volunteers who are with the band never forget about doing recycling and picking up plastic bottles, and their image leaves a deep impression on the mayor.
Joining our Independence Day Parade and for actively helping our city by keeping it clean. I'd like to thank all the volunteers for picking up all those plastic bottles.
The exciting parade exhibits its energy and also people's power to rebuild the city after the typhoon disaster.
Tzu Chi Australia Chapter volunteers went on the street to cultivate kindness during the cold winter of the Southern Hemisphere. At Cabramatta, which is known as the Vietnam town, they invited the public to show compassion to those affected by the East African cyclone. Many local residents have generously given their love. To help East African disaster survivors, 40 Sydney volunteers went on the street to cultivate kindness.
Hello, xin chào. Xin cứu trợ tình thương cho nạn nhân bão ở Phi Châu. Hello, good morning. Please donate to help the victims in Africa.
Volunteers use both English and Vietnamese, asking for donations. This Chinese-Vietnamese couple has helped canvass many times in Cabramatta.
Most residents in Cabramatta are Vietnamese, so we designed posters in both English and we asked someone to help translate it. We have put the pictures of volunteers helping African people on the poster to show the locals.
Huan Jiezhen is a Tzu Chi member for over 20 years. She brought her husband, who has Parkinson's disease and was just released from the hospital, to come volunteer.
I haven't known Tzu Chi for over 20 years. I haven't come to help because I have been a little busy. But if I am free next time, I will continue to join Tzu Chi activities.
Small things can make bigger.
East Africa was heavily struck by the tropical cyclone. Volunteers hope to accumulate more compassion to help. Local residents have long trusted Tzu Chi volunteers, so they don't hesitate to show their love and kindness. Indonesia, Tzu Chi volunteers have launched a bamboo coin bank activity at the Sila Paramita School in East Jakarta. Students from kindergarten to junior high all saved up their allowance to do good deeds. The seed of goodness has taken root in these future leaders' hearts. Children are holding their bamboo coin banks in their hands. This shows the kindness they've been cultivating.
I save up my allowance every day. At Tzu Chi events, volunteers show videos of how they use this money to save people in need, like patients in need of surgery.
The Sila Paramita School in East Jakarta has been promoting Tzu Chi's bamboo coin bank ideology since 2014. Every 3 months, the school hosts an event to cultivate compassion. Students from kindergarten to junior high school all participated.
Although they don't have much money, probably just like $1 NT, it can teach them to cherish these pennies. Even we adults need some motivation. So far for children, if we can teach them from the age, it will leave a deeper impression on them when they grow up.
It's the month of Ramadan, but students still came to the event during the school break to continue the act of goodness. In New Taipei City's Shoufeng Elementary School in Shizhi District hosted a graduation ceremony. Students here have formed great relationships with DaAi mothers. On the day of graduation, students served tea to teachers to express gratitude and pay their sincere respect. Take a look. Graduation is the time to look back for both teachers and students. Shoufeng Elementary School's teachers shed tears of joy to praise and give thanks to their students.
I think they didn't let me down, and they are very collaborative. In my heart, I will always be proud of them no matter what. We have made great connections with these children in the past 2 years. Maybe they are also our teachers. Through looking back, we can think how we should walk our path in the future.
Children seem to be a bit timid when expressing love to teachers. They serve tea to give thanks to teachers' instruction.
We hope that children from our school can be full of energy and have a great academic performance. In the future, we hope that they can be aggressive in learning and have a good interactions with people. Also, may they be willing to dedicate their profession to society and make it better.
With teachers' best wishes, these graduates are ready to take wing and pursue their bright future. Close to 300 volunteers from 18 countries gathered in Tzu Chi Banqiao ground in Taiwan to participate in the annual 4-in-1 seminars. These volunteers shared testimonies on how Tzu Chi helped their countries and how they were inspired to join Tzu Chi. Dharma Master Chen Yen shared her teachings and hoped to spread the power of love to more people in need.
Tzu Chi volunteers from South Korea sing a Tzu Chi song in the Korean language and wish they can continue on this path of goodness. Aloysius is from Sri Lanka and is accompanied by his wife and daughter. They have seen how Tzu Chi helped their country, so they are deeply touched.
That's the time I saw first time a group. Everybody's wearing the same uniform, and grateful, the bowing for everyone. I was amazed. What is this? Because they are bowing to patient. This is the first time I saw organization bowing for patient. So I saw that different. I saw it was amazing.
Aloysius' daughter has been doing Tzu Chi since she was young. Now 16 years old, she is confident of the bodhisattva path she is taking.
Throughout the years, I saw what it does. It's like I saw the good of it. It's not like the other NGOs. They actually care about the others, and they're really humble as well. And now it's natural to just follow through what I did since I was young.
在斯里兰卡看到我们这一群年轻人，从10几岁到现在已经长大了，这一粒种子呢，植入了他的心田。
These overseas Tzu Chi volunteers tell people what brought them to join Tzu Chi, and it touches all the audiences. They want to connect all the seeds of love and bring light to every corner.
有多少人的分享啊？那一份的爱的能量，都是代表每一个人有共同的大爱。
Close to 300 volunteers from 80 countries participate in the Global 4-in-1 seminars because they want to learn from each other and to bring the power of goodness back to their countries to help more people.
When Tzu Chi volunteers Ge Yuzhi was 5, she had a high fever that led to hearing loss. Her deafness also hindered her communication abilities. Her marriage also ended up in divorce. Her life was full of darkness until she met fellow Tzu Chi volunteer Zhen Qingliang, who can communicate with her through sign language. Now, thanks to these new friendships in her life, Ge Yuzhi's life has brightened up and is now filled with smiles. Let's go meet her.
你结婚是谁介绍你先生认识的？你先生跟你认识？妹妹，还有先生的妹妹啊，小。他当时有朋友跟他讲说他先生。
When a friend told her her husband was cheating and has a girlfriend, she didn't believe it. In the end, she went to the Nanzi export processing zone, and she found out that it was true.
No one agreed to the divorce. Everyone tried talking her out of it. Her father even came to our house to change her mind. But she harbored anger and resentment at that time.
You still hate your husband. In the past, I was angry at him, but I'm not now. After studying the sutra, I'm no longer mad anymore. Dharma Master Chen Yen says, don't be angry, open your heart and be forgiving. Don't hold grudges, it's very tiring. When I'm sorting recyclables, I don't think about these things.
She and I were in the same group. When she comes, she will use sign language with us and tell us we should all learn. If I forget some gestures sometimes, she'll say I'm being lazy. If I have friends here, she'll chat with us too. And she'll write down what she wants to say and teach us sign language for it. Everyone will try out the sign language and will have a good time. She has a great time here with all of us.
It's not easy being her. The way she expresses herself is not like the way we do. Sometimes she scares others off because her facial expressions are very over the top. Like when she gets angry, she shows it in her face a lot. When those who aren't deaf see it, they will think she's really upset when she's actually not. It's just how she communicates. When people don't know her well, they would think that she was hard to get along with. But now, after she has joined Tzu Chi, her emotions have stabilized. She's changed a lot. She smiles at people and may even hug them. She doesn't use her angry face anymore. She's not like that anymore.
More than 10 years ago, Taichung Tzu Chi volunteer Zhou Jingzhi purchased a plot of land across from his home with the purpose of opening a recycling station there. Though the space is only around 33 square meters, it is now a very competent recycling station. They maximize the space to the fullest and is able to collect at least 100,000 plastic bottles a year.
Jingzhi Recycling Station is not big at all. The two buildings' combined area is only about 33 square meters. But it's very effective when it comes to sorting recyclables.
We had metal shelves installed along the walls to help sort bottles, cans, paper, and electronic items.
Plastic bags are here. The baskets with the tools needed go here.
We have sections for it. This is for bottles. Sorting is over here, so it doesn't get in the way.
Initially, due to the cramped quarters, people would often bump their heads on things.
Sometimes I forget and bend down. I'll hit my head on the way up. Or over here to place the bottle, sometimes I'll hit my head too.
Volunteers maximize the space wisely. They have built the second floor for expansion. They put bottles they collected here in the meantime.
Lighter items are fine, though it's small, it's still a second floor dwelling.
This small recycling station collects over 100,000 bottles a year. The shade the Longyan tree next to the recycling station provides also has become a sorting area.
Compassion is at the heart of recycling, while love is our starting point. The only building we own is this recycling station.
Zhou Jingzi says their family heirloom isn't jewelry or money, but this priceless recycling station.
Due to its vicinity is near the Taoyuan International Airport, Taoyuan Jingsi Hall is always the first stop for many foreign visitors who came to Taiwan to know more about Tzu Chi. Resident professor and 24 graduate students from Cassette Star University visited to learn about the applications of environmental protection and technology.
A master's class from the Cassette University arrived at Taoyuan Jingsi Hall in Taiwan. Tzu Chi volunteers use English to explain to them about Tzu Chi and Tzu Chi's combinations of environmental protection and technology.
Master Chen Yen loves the earth very much. He always feels that if there's anything we can reuse, we should reuse it. This hat was made from recyclable goods, and we can also use it in disaster relief.
This water cube is a piece of artwork and also educational point because it teaches us to cherish resources.
It is our hope that everyone in their daily life eat less meat, support green buildings, and use reusable utensils and containers more.
Books and other items sold in the Jinsu Books and Cafe promoted ideas of a recycling lifestyle and Tzu Chi spirit. They attracted visitors' attention.
When areas are in need of help or a disaster happens and people need assistance, Tzu Chi volunteers will go immediately. They know they must keep themselves safe and bring their own utensils and containers because they should not become burdens to other people just because they go there to help.
The assistant professor who leads the team turns her passion into action.
I want to become a Tzu Chi volunteer to dedicate myself to Tzu Chi. I hope to attend Tzu Chi events.
After she returns to Thailand, it is hoped her vow will be realized.
American explorer Victor Vescovo surveyed the world's deepest marine trench in the Pacific Ocean this year. He found plastic waste at the 10,928 meters, showing that garbage is even in the world's deepest trench. This news shocked the world and led to a discussion about marine waste and plastic pollution. The focus of today's episode is an environmental activist who is committed to promoting the concept of plastic reduction and by simply doing what she preached, showing that such a lifestyle is not a myth.
At 7 o'clock in the morning, this vegetable market is full of people. Tu Yehua wears a light blue shirt and wants to take us into the market.
This mesh bag came with the garlic which we purchased before. Can it only be used for garlic? No, not at all. As long as it works as a bag and nothing falls out.
She carries all kinds of environmentally friendly shopping bags with her, as Tu Yehua is an environmental activist who puts eco-friendly concepts into daily life. Strolling through the market, her bags are full, but there is no single-use plastic bag. Taking a look at nearby carts to carry groceries, we find them full of plastic bags. This is the current state of environmental protection in Taiwan. Even after 2 plastic bag bans, the amount of plastic bags is still amazing after 16 years. According to the statistics of the Environmental Protection Administration, the use of plastic bags for shopping in Taiwan in the year of 2018 is as high as 15.2 billion. The average person in the country uses 660 per year. However, the recovery rate is less than 10%. This is just the statistics for plastic shopping bags.
I remember that you reused this fruit bag, is that right? I believe that this issue is the same as plastic straws. If each person uses just one a day, but there are 25 million people in Taiwan, so that's 25 million straws a day.
When it comes to plastic waste, Tzu Chi is worried. She is also an environmental writer and presenter as she delivers talks and wants to use her own life experience to influence more people. Taking us into her home, she wants to let the world know that giving up plastics for the sake of environmental protection does not mean a loss in quality of life.
Being eco-friendly means you can still have a good quality of life that you want to live, and you can even get more from your life.
Start with no plastic food packaging for breakfast items. This means that grocery shopping leads to zero waste. And of course, kitchen waste is also not rubbish, as adding brown sugar and water can make enzymes, which is a natural cleaner and fertilizer. In Tzu Chi's home, there are almost no chemical cleaners.
The focus is on fat. If your fat is natural, you can wash it off, and then loofah brush and some natural soap won't leave you with any problems cleansing it at all.
Not only the kitchen, but also in her bathroom, you won't see shower gels or shampoo or facial cleanser. There's even no toothpaste or toilet paper.
Why don't I need toilet paper in the bathroom? I tell you that you don't really need it. I just use a cloth towel, and after using it, I just wash it.
A tour of Tzu Chi's home shows her commitment to environmental protection. She also lives a minimalist life, and it's hard to imagine that she used to be a supporter of fast fashion and pursued convenience. But a lot has changed, and now she lives more like she did in her childhood, and the memory of her grandparents never left her.
Many people ask how I can do this. I say because I live with my great-grandfather, grandfather, and grandmother. I have seen that we just use shelled ginger leaves to wrap things.
Giving up plastics develops a compassion and empathy for all living beings. Dolphins have died becoming stranded on the beach with their belly full of plastic garbage. This deeply touched Tzu Chi, who is also a mother. This was a major reason inspiring her to give up plastics.
It was only 7 years old, and then it ate something that it couldn't judge to be artificial or real, and it died. We should treat all life as if it were your own. If we know and treat life like our own lives, you will know how to treat it.
A plastic bag costing only a few cents actually has a huge environmental cost. According to statistics from a U.S. research institute from 1950 to 2017, 8.3 billion tons of plastics have been manufactured worldwide, and in 2050 it is estimated to reach 34 billion tons. Plastic waste in the environment will eventually return to the human body through the food chain, as all life on Earth is one.
Over 270 Tzu Chi volunteers clean the mountain routes and pick up old garbage on the way. Many tourists were impressed by their efforts. We'll leave you with these images, and thank you for joining us. Goodbye.